But your coloring, that needs to go away. Swallowed my pretzel wrong. What I need you to do is I need you to write your name very, very neatly at the bottom of your new Super Kids book. So I'm going to give that to you, my loves. Bridget, you can throw your scraps away, honey. You're welcome, sweetheart. Write your name very neatly. Then you guys can open up to page 1. I'm going to ask you what's happening. Write your name first, though, so you don't forget. Good, honey. You can leave these here, and I'll staple those later for you. You can throw your scrap away. Good girl. Good listening. Wow, I see good listening children for painting soon. Mason, can you write your name on the back and then put it on my desk, please? Thanks, sweetie. Here, babe. All right, your name should be at the bottom. Then you can open up to page 1. Caleb Z, I need you to write your name at the bottom. DeAndre, great listening right away. Make sure your name's on first. You got to write your name down here first. Caleb, very neat handwriting. I love that. DeAndre, good. Then you can open up to page 1. Raise your hand and tell me what you see happening on page 1 after you write your name. What is going on? What does it look like? Prince. What does it look like, honey? What, honey? Can you talk a little louder? It looks like they're playing. Yep. Some of them are. What else do you notice? Thanks, Mason. Jordan. They're sitting down. They're talking to each other. Yeah, Nazir, what did you say? They're covering their ears. Why do you think some of them are covering their ears? Look at Lily. She's going, oh. She's up here. And Elf is going, oh. He's got his hands over. Why are they covering their ears? Cass is covering her ears. Why? Why are they doing that, Kylan? Some of them are screaming, some are singing, some are shouting. And look at Golly. Golly's howling. They're making so much noise. 5K say noise. We're going to be learning all about the letter N. N is down here. N, let me show you boys and girls at home. N goes like this. Say noise. Yeah, your tongue goes behind your teeth and you say noise. Say noise. All right, I want you to raise your hand and tell me a super kid who's making noise. And we're going to circle them. That's why you need your pencil. Who's making noise, Ryan? Golly's making noise. He's howling. Circle Golly. Raise your hand. Who else is making noise? Who else is being noisy? Adelia. Icky. Let me find Icky. Where is Icky? Oh, yep. Right by Golly. There he is. He looks like he's singing away to nobody. Yep. Circle Icky. He's definitely making a lot of noise. Who else is being noisy? Prince. Who? Doc, he says. Yep. Look at Doc. Doc is sitting in the window, and she's just singing away, too. She's not even talking to anybody. Doc is definitely making noise. Circle Doc. She's up here in the top right corner in the bus window. Put that down. You need to circle Doc. Who else is making noise? Tamia. Edabetta. She's right down here in the front. She, her, and Doc are singing together, so circle Edabetta. Who else is making noise? London. Tick. Tick's head's out the window. Oh, I'm sorry. Talk? Yep, she's singing with Edabetta. Circle talk in the green shirt. All right, who else is making noise? There's still a couple more. Chelsea. Yeah, Oswald is. He's talking to somebody, isn't he? So he's making. Yep, he's making noise. All right, circle Oswald. Oswald, right here. Oh, did I say he's talking to Alf? I'm sorry, he's talking to Fritz. You're right. I'm sorry, babe. Who else is making noise? There's a lot of people making noise. Oh, my goodness. If everybody's making noise, does that mean very many people are listening? No. Who else is making noise, Jaden? Fritz. Yep, circle Fritz. He's going to be talking back to Oswald. If somebody talks to you, usually you talk back. Jordan, who else, babe? They could just be talking, but they're still making noise, right? Because when you're talking, you're making noise. Who else is making noise, sweetie? Look at somebody whose mouth is open. That would give you a clue. Hot Rod is. Yep, he's talking. Circle Hot Rod. There's a couple more. Who else is making noise? Prince. We got Talk. Tick out the window? She could be. We don't know. We can't see her mouth. But if her hands are out like this, what's she probably doing? Screaming, woo-hoo, making noise, shouting, having fun. So I think Tick probably is making noise. I doubt Tick's just hanging out the window and being really quiet. So let's circle Tick. I'm guessing she's making noise. We can't see her mouth. Tick is being silly. Now, is that safe to do if you're in a normal bus? No. But their bus isn't going anywhere, right? So they're just in somebody's backyard, Gus and Gert's backyard, so it's fine. Who else is making noise, Kylan? Sal might be. We can't really tell. He just kind of looks like he's really like concerned. Like, ooh. He might be. If you want to circle Sal, you can circle Sal. One friend left. Who is making noise? One of the triplets. Who's making noise? If you don't know, you can read her shirt. It says it on her shirt. Bridget. Tack in the purple shirt. She's talking to Elf, and Elf's like, oh, my Lanta, this is way too noisy. It's so noisy. You see everybody else is plugging their ears, and Sal's just kind of looking like, what is going on? Can you imagine what it must be like in that bus? Ooh, so loud. My sweets, where do you see uppercase and lowercase n in the picture? They look like this. We're not going to circle these ones. Where do you see uppercase and lowercase n in the picture? Mason, where do you see that? What, honey? Nope, not down here. They're showing you this is what we're studying and this is what they look like. Where up here in the picture do you see uppercase and lowercase n? Up here. This sign says, does anybody know what N-O says? N-O says? No. Oh, you all know that. Yeah. N-O says no. And then this word says st and standing. No standing. When you're in a bus and it's moving, can you? No. That is not safe to move while you're in a bus and it's moving. You need to circle the uppercase N in no. You need to circle the other two N's in standing. So you're circling those three N's in standing. We're not circling these ones down here or in the directions. My loves, what I'm going to play for you is the N song. So I want you to look here in this picture. Honey, we just went, so you got to wait. I want you to look here in this picture. It'll tell you when to turn the page. I'm going to go turn the song on for you. Just look here first in this picture. You're going to hear all the noise, all that racket.
Now's the time to start the fun. The Super Kids Club has just begun. We will do new things we've never done. The Super Kids Club is super fun. You want to be nothing now is in our way. It's non-stop nonsense every day. So let's give a cheer. Hip, hip, hooray. Super Kids Club is on the way. We're nifty, noisy, nice and neat. We'll knock you off your feet. From noon to night, we're on the go. And where we'll stop, we'll never know. Now's the time to let ideas grow. Super Kids Club is on the go. We're nifty, noisy, nice and neat. We'll knock you off your feet. So join the fun and come along and sing a Super Kids Club song. We will play and laugh the whole day long. Super Kids Club can't go wrong.
All right. Yep, hold on. Hold on.
Now's the time to start the fun. The Super Kids Club.
Boys and girls at home, we're going to listen one more time.
We've never done. The Super Kids Club is super fun. We're nifty, noisy, nice and neat. We'll knock you off your feet. Nothing now is in our way. It's non-stop nonsense every day. So let's give a cheer. Hip, hip, hooray. Super Kids Club is on the way. We're nifty, noisy, nice and neat. We'll knock you off your feet. From noon to night, we're on the go. And where we'll stop, we'll never know. Now's the time to let ideas grow. Super Kids Club is on the go. We're nifty, noisy, nice and neat. We'll knock you off your feet. So join the fun and come along and sing the Super Kids Club song. We will play and laugh the whole day long. Super Kids Club can't go wrong.
Now turn to pages 2 and 3 and listen to the Super Kids talk about their ideas for the club.
I know something the Super Kids Club could do. We could start a newspaper. A newspaper? Do you think we could, Cass? Sure, Oswald. We could call it What's New Now? And we could ask people in the neighborhood for news to put in. What do you think, Doc? A newspaper would be fun. Say, Tick and Tack, how about putting up a basketball net on the back end of the bus? Sal, that would be terrific. There are enough of us in the Super Kids Club to have 2 basketball teams. A basketball net would be great. I like basketball. Let's get a net.
But if we put a net on the bus and play basketball, we might scare the robin out of his nest.
There's a robin's nest on the bus? Yes, the nest is in the old headlight. And Oswald, guess what? It has 3 little blue eggs in it. It'll be fun to watch the robin sit on its nest. Maybe we'll even see the new robins pop out of the eggs. Then we can watch the big robin feed the little robins in the nest. The robins can be friends of the Super Kids Club. Hey, Hot Rod, I've got an idea too. We could make up a Super Kids Club super secret code. We could write notes to each other in the code. No one would know what the note said unless they knew the code.
Maybe we could use numbers instead of letters.
We could hang the notes up on the nail outside the bus, so we'd notice them right away.
Great idea, Fritz. Let's make up a secret number code so we can write notes.
You know what I'd like for the club to do? I'd like to get lots of sewing needles and thread and make necklaces.
That would be fun, Edabetta. We could make necklaces out of nutshells and beads.
Hey, that's a good idea. Let's go get some sewing needles and thread and get to work, Al.
All right. Let's get a net.
Let's watch the robin's nest.
Let's make up a secret code.
Let's start a newspaper. We sure have lots of ideas of things to do. Yeah, we're going to have to decide which new project the Super Kids Club will start first. This Super Kids Club is going to be fun.
Each next day brings something new and something happy to do. So join the fun and come along and sing the Super Kids Club song. We will play and laugh the whole day long. Super Kids Club, stand around.
Oh my. Yeah, you could hear all the noise they were making because they were talking about everything that they wanted to do. They all have a different idea. Hey, let's do a newspaper. Hey, let's write secret notes. Hey, let's play basketball. Let's put a net up. Hey, let's do some needles with sewing and beads. Hey, let's go check out the nest. So everybody has ideas. They're all talking about it. And if everybody has different ideas and is talking about it, it gets noisy. My sweets, we're going to circle the things in each picture that start with the letter N. This is, excuse me, the last thing that we're going to do, but then they have a problem, don't they? Because what thing do they choose to do? They don't know. They all want to do something different. So they're going to have to come up with a way to solve their problem. And we're going to learn about that next week because today's our last day of school this week. Well, not next week, in 2 weeks. My sweets, let's look here. You see all of these thought bubbles coming out of the bus? That's because all the kids are having these ideas. Look by Cass, Doc, and Oswald. What do they want to do that starts with the letter N? What do they want to do, Zaya? No. No, they're not painting the bus. You have to listen to the song, honey. Those aren't books. Got to listen, honey. You were too busy playing with your pencil and your popcorn and your water. What do Cass, Doc, and Oswald want to do that starts with the letter N? Prince. They want to write. Next time you're losing a ticket. They want to write what, honey? What are those called? Not pictures. What are those called, Ryan? Newspapers. Yeah, a lot of people don't get these anymore. This is how you would read what was going on before people had phones and you could just Google things and get the news on your phone. Adelia and Jordan. You had to read a newspaper to find out what was going on. My sweets, I need you to circle the newspapers with your pencil. Circle a couple of those newspapers. They want to write newspapers. 5K say newspaper. All right, now look at Fritz and Hot Rod. What do they want to do that starts with the letter N? What do they want to do that starts with the letter N? Do you remember what they called that, Jaden? Yeah, they want to write a secret code, and they want to use numbers to write their secret code. 5K say numbers. Numbers. Yep, circle their number secret code. They got lots of them. They want to write number secret codes. Follow along, Caleb. We're down here. Now look up at Tack, Tick, and Sal. What do they want to do? What's their idea, DeAndre? Yeah, so what are they going to put up? Sit down. Go ahead. What, honey? Yeah, what do you call this? That's not called a basketball shooter. What's that thing called? What's that thing called? Nope, not a court. The court's like the gym. A court is the floor you play on. What is this thing called? Bridget. You got to put up a basketball. Yeah, you got to put up a net. If you want to shoot a basketball, the ball's got to go through the net. 5K, say net. Circle the net. Honey, not right now. Circle the net. If you don't want that, throw it away. All right, now, my sweets, let's go down here to Etta Betta and Elf. What are they wanting to do? Do you remember what they said those little metal things are called? People use them for sewing. What do they want to do, Tamia? Those aren't nails. What do you call those little things you use for sewing? You put the thread through it. Those aren't nails. Nails are what you like hammer things together with. This is what you use for sewing to pull the thread through. What's that called, Jordan? A needle. 5K, say needle. Needle. Circle the needle. You see Elf is trying to get his thread through the little hole in the top. That's called the eye of the needle. You have to get the thread through that so you can pull it through what you're trying to sew. And you can circle Etta Betta's needle. What else in that picture starts with N? Look at what they're putting on their necklaces. There's one more thing that starts with N in that picture. You got to look very carefully. They're putting beads and what else on their necklaces? Kylan. Nuts. They have little walnuts. These little brown walnuts. 5K, say nuts. Yeah. Circle those walnuts. Those fall off of trees. You'll find them in the spring and the summer. If you crack them open, you'll see the seed on the inside that grows a new tree. Look at me. Look at me. Stop playing. My sweets, last one, look up here at Lily. What does Lily want to check out? She wants everybody to go look at what? The eggs in the, what is that called? The bird makes a, nope, not eggs. She does make the eggs, but what does she lay her eggs in, Prince? A nest. 5K, say nest. Circle the nest. That starts with N. The robin's nest. Awesome. My sweets, what I would like you to do is go back to the cover, please. Please make sure you wrote your name on there. If you didn't, please write your name. Karina and Mitchell, we'll see you later for our story. Bye, my loves.